The European Union needs to come together to solve this problem. A system needs to be put in place to manage the influx of migrants and ensure the right people are getting the help they need. Until then, the humanitarian crisis will continue across Europe.
I stood up in 2015 in front of the previous boss of the European Commission in the European Parliament, and I told them, if you allow people that cross the Med and set foot in Italy or Greece to stay, millions will come. I was mocked and derided. I was demonised for daring to suggest it. So far, 4.7 million have come. 4.7 million. And judging by what's happened, that may be just the start. This will be, if it continues, the death of the European Union politically, because the Poles, the Hungarians, and maybe soon even the Germans want none of this. And in terms of what it's going to do to the demographics and society and community within many European countries, I think it is more likely to be a disaster than a total success.
European leaders are endangering their citizens through their cowardice, because there will be more deaths. I've no doubt that there will be more Islamist attacks, and I'd be very surprised if the people who carry them out, at least some of them, haven't posed as migrants. So this is why it's so important. And Georgia, we started this conversation talking about Giorgia Meloni. Well, one of the things that she said prior to her election victory last year was she wanted to set up asylum and refugee hotspots outside Europe to process the people, so that the genuine asylum seekers, the genuine refugees could be accommodated, and those who were economic migrants or terrorists could be sent back on their way. Again, that is just common sense, and nothing has been done about it. It's just this inertia, the lack of will, and more than anything, the lack of understanding of what is fundamentally at risk, and that is the cohesion of European society. And I'm not being melodramatic here, that we're seeing in Sweden, in the space of 20 years, has gone from an idyllic country where harmonious, where everyone wanted to live, to a place now where there are more bomb attacks and semi-automatic weapons going around than anywhere else in Europe. That's because of their disastrous immigration policy of the last 20 years. They're finally waking up to the fact, but it's far too late.